Stop scrolling. Listen carefully, because in this very moment, your life is already starting to change. Not tomorrow, not next week, right now. Everything you are, everything you've done, and everything you could become comes down to one thing: the conversation you're having with yourself, that voice inside your head, the one that says, "I can't, I'm not good enough," or "that's impossible." That voice is the gatekeeper of your future. But here's the truth you need to hear. Every thought you think sparks a chemical reaction in your body. Every word you say to yourself rewires your brain, literally. This isn't wishful thinking. This is neuroscience. When you wake up and say, "I'm not ready," or "I'll never make it," you're not just thinking negatively. You're training your brain to accept that as your reality. You're locking in the same patterns that have kept you stuck. And here's where it gets wild. Your brain doesn't know the difference between something real and something vividly imagined. So when you think a thought over and over, your brain reacts as if it's already true. That means change your thoughts and you change your brain. Change your brain and you change your life. Now let me give you a challenge, one that can start to reprogram your entire life in just 3 days. That's right, 3 days. Not ordinary days. These are going to be days of intentional, powerful self-talk. You're going to stop living on autopilot. Most people, they wake up with the same thoughts, feel the same emotions, take the same actions, and live the same day. Again and again. But you're not most people. You're about to break that loop. When you change how you speak to yourself, you change the structure of your brain. And when you change your brain, your energy shifts. When your energy shifts, everything starts to move. Your mood, your mindset, your opportunities, your entire reality. Think about it. Every major breakthrough in history, every innovation, every act of courage started with someone saying yes to themselves when the world said no. Right now, you are either reinforcing your limitations or breaking through them. There's no in-between. Your inner dialogue is either pushing you forward or holding you back. Over the next 3 days, you'll learn how to use your thoughts as tools. Tools that reshape your brain, that transform your biology, that rewrite the story you're living. This isn't just about thinking positive. This is about neural rewiring. This isn't temporary hype, it's permanent transformation. You're stepping into a new level, one where your past no longer defines your future, one where you align with a field of infinite possibilities. Are you ready? Because once you experience this shift, once you truly take control of your thoughts, there's no going back. This change will ripple out across every area of your life. You'll start to notice new ideas, new energy, and new opportunities showing up. But let's be real. Here's what's happening right now in most people's minds. The average brain processes up to 70,000 thoughts a day. But 90% of them, they're the same as yesterday's. Which means if you're not aware of your self-talk, you're just repeating the same story on loop. And every time you say, "I can't," your body believes it. Your stress levels rise, your energy dips, and your potential shrinks. But say, "I can." Say, "I'm ready." Say, "I deserve this." And your body responds, your brain shifts, and your future opens up. Let me explain how this information applies to your everyday life in a very real and practical way. Tomorrow morning, when you wake up and say something like, "I am deserving of success," or "I have the power to do amazing things," and you genuinely feel those words deep within your body. Not just saying them, but embodying them. You are doing more than just thinking positively. What you're actually doing is reshaping how your brain functions and shifting the energetic field around you. That's not just motivational talk, that's neuroscience and energy at work. This is why self-talk, when done deliberately and consistently, can be so transformative. It's not merely about replacing negative thoughts with cheerful ones. It's about shifting your entire identity, how your brain operates, and how your energy is aligned. Your self-talk literally creates a new version of yourself from the inside out. Think of your brain like a radio. Right now, it's tuned into certain stations or thought patterns that play on repeat, usually based on old habits, fears, or past experiences. But when you engage in focused, intentional self-talk, you're tuning that radio to a different station, one that broadcasts abundance, confidence, health, and joy. And here's the really exciting part. The more you practice tuning into these new frequencies, the stronger the signal becomes. Your new thought patterns become second nature. This transformation isn't about doing it once and hoping for the best. The real magic lies in doing it consistently and with emotion. You must speak to yourself with passion, clarity, and belief, so powerfully that your body and brain have no choice but to respond and adjust. Every single word you speak to yourself matters. There's no neutral ground here. Your inner dialogue is either reinforcing the life you currently have or creating a new one. You're either building a future that excites you or reinforcing your current limits. So, here's what you're going to do over the next 3 days. Your transformation protocol. These 3 days are going to be different than any you've lived before. Why? Because you're going to pay attention to every single word you say to yourself. You're going to take control of the narrative running in your mind and start writing a new one with intention and focus. Let's begin with your morning ritual. The very moment you wake up, before you reach for your phone, before you think about your schedule or any problems, you will place your hand over your heart. This physical action sends a message to your body. Something new is happening. In this moment, your brain is transitioning from sleep to wakefulness, and it's in a prime state to absorb new beliefs and thought patterns. For the first 20 minutes of your day, speak to yourself using strong, uplifting, intentional words, not just silently in your head, but out loud or in a gentle whisper. Say things like, "Today I begin a new chapter. I release the past and step into my potential. My body, my mind, and my energy are aligning with success." Feel the power of these words. Let them seep into every part of your being. This isn't meditation, it's mental reprogramming. You are forming new neural pathways. You are training your brain to respond to your desired future instead of your familiar past. In the afternoon, between 2 p.m. and 4 p.m., your brain enters another state of high receptivity. This is your second golden opportunity of the day. Find a quiet space, even if it's just in your car or a bathroom stall, and reconnect with your morning affirmations. This time, add movement. Walk with intention, move your arms, engage your body. When your body joins in, your new beliefs become embodied, not just thought. This isn't only about shifting thoughts, it's about altering your entire state of being. Throughout the entire day, stay alert for any automatic, negative self-talk. As soon as you notice thoughts like, "I can't do this," or "this is too difficult," interrupt them immediately. Replace them with empowering alternatives such as, I am capable, or I find creative solutions easily. Be firm and quick in this mental correction. Let no negative thought go unchallenged. Your thoughts have power, and every single one counts. Now, let's move to the evening protocol. This is where your progress consolidates. Between 7 p.m. and 9 p.m., your brain naturally begins to process and store the events of the day. Take 15 minutes to sit quietly. Once again, place your hand on your heart. Reflect on your victories, big or small. Say to yourself, "Today I changed. Today I took a step closer to the life I want. I am proud of myself. Tomorrow will be even better." Feel a sense of pride and gratitude. Let that emotional state settle into your system. This emotional intensity helps lock in your new neural patterns. Your brain loves emotion. It uses it as a signal to decide which information is worth keeping. So make your emotions count. Why are these time windows, morning, afternoon, and evening, so important? Because your brain goes through natural cycles of heightened plasticity and receptivity. By aligning your self-talk with these windows, you're not working against your brain's natural rhythm. You're working with it. You are optimizing your internal environment for change. During these 3 days, manage your state vigilantly. That means staying aware of how you feel. If you catch yourself slipping into frustration, fear, or old thinking patterns, pause and take 3 deep breaths. Then say to yourself, "I am in the process of transformation." Every moment is a chance to redirect and realign. Carry a small notebook with you throughout the day. Each time you notice negative self-talk, jot it down. Then write its empowering opposite. This is more than journaling. It's about making the invisible visible. You are documenting your evolution. Before bed, review your notes and say the new empowering phrases out loud one last time. Let these affirmations be the final thing your mind absorbs before sleep. Your subconscious will continue to process and reinforce them through the night. Now remember, these 3 days aren't about being perfect. You might fall back into old habits at times. That's normal. What matters is that you catch yourself quicker and redirect your thoughts immediately. This is total immersion. You're not tweaking a few thoughts. You're building an entirely new mental framework. Every single word you speak to yourself is part of that construction. Each moment of these 3 days is an opportunity to solidify the new you or slip into old habits. These time windows, they're not random. They're like portals into your brain's programming system. Use them wisely. If you commit to this process with full intention and heart, you can literally reshape your brain and, by extension, your life. Let's take a moment to talk about what's really happening in your body. When you shift your self-talk, this isn't just mental, it's biological. Your body is a vast chemical factory, and your thoughts are the managers giving the instructions. When you align your mind and heart, called heart-brain coherence, a powerful thing occurs. Your heart begins producing a stable rhythmic signal that is actually measurable. This isn't metaphor, it's electromagnetic reality. Your heart has its own nervous system, and it sends more signals to your brain than the brain sends to the heart. When you place your hand on your chest and speak to yourself kindly and powerfully, your heart rhythm becomes more organized. This calm coherence tells your brain, everything is okay. In response, the brain slows production of stress hormones like cortisol and adrenaline. Even more exciting, as stress chemicals drop, your body begins producing what can be called the chemicals of transformation: dopamine, serotonin, oxytocin, and endorphins. These aren't just feel-good substances, they literally tell your genes to turn on new patterns of expression. Yes, you are changing your biology through intentional self-talk. Let's break this down into something that applies directly to your daily life. Picture this. Tomorrow morning, as you rise, instead of diving into your phone or thinking about what went wrong yesterday, you take a moment to say to yourself, "I am worthy of greatness," or "I am capable of extraordinary things." Now, don't just say it, feel it. Let every word vibrate through your body. Let it echo in your chest and spine. You are not simply engaging in surface-level positive thinking. What you're actually doing is rewiring your brain, reshaping the structure of your neural connections, and shifting the energy you give off into the world. That's why intentional self-talk holds so much power. This practice isn't just about cancelling out the negative. It's not a band-aid for bad moods. It's about imprinting a new energetic identity within you, an identity that becomes second nature. You're training your brain to activate new sequences of thought and emotion that align with the life you actually want to live. It's like retuning a radio. Your mind is currently dialed into certain mental stations, maybe stress, doubt, or limitation. But by using focused self-talk, you can start tuning into new frequencies, the ones of abundance, health, success, and joy. And the more you practice, the clearer and stronger those signals become. The key here is consistency and emotional conviction. This can't be done passively. You need to speak to yourself with such belief, such emotional clarity, that your body starts to respond as though your new truth is already real. That's when deep and lasting transformation begins. On the cellular level, every time you talk to yourself, you're either reinforcing the life you currently have or creating the one you desire. There's no in-between. Your internal dialogue is either a tool for evolution or a trap that keeps you stuck. Now, let's walk through a 3-day protocol that will help you experience this transformation in a focused and impactful way. These 3 days aren't going to be like any other days you've had before. You are going to become fully aware and fully in control of every thought and word you direct toward yourself. Morning activation. The very moment you wake up, and this is crucial, before you look at your phone, think about your schedule, or allow worries to creep in, you'll begin your day with a ritual. Place your hand gently on your heart. This small but powerful gesture tells your body and brain, we are doing something new. In that soft space between sleep and wakefulness, your brain is in a receptive, suggestible state, the perfect time to install new mental programs. For the first 20 minutes of your day, you will speak affirmations out loud, not just in your mind. Use a whisper, a soft voice, but give it presence. Say things like, "Today I let go of the past. My new life begins now. Every cell in my body is waking up to a new possibility." And don't just say them, feel them. Let the emotion fill your body. Don't rush this. Stay focused. If your mind starts drifting towards stress or your to-do list, gently guide it back. This isn't meditation. It's active neural training. You are carving new grooves into your brain's architecture. Afternoon reinforcement. Your second key moment comes between 2 p.m. and 4 p.m. This is another window when your brain is open to change. Take 5 minutes. Find a quiet spot, whether it's your car, a bathroom stall, or an unused office, and repeat your morning declarations, but this time add movement. Walk while you speak. Move your hands with purpose. Make your body feel the words. When you engage both your voice and your movement, you're creating a full-body experience of your new identity. It's not just about thinking differently, it's about being different. Throughout your day, stay alert to your inner dialogue. The moment you catch yourself thinking something like, "I can't," or "this is too hard," interrupt it. Replace it immediately with something empowering. "I am capable. I find solutions with ease." Every negative thought you leave unchallenged strengthens the old patterns. So, don't let any slip by unnoticed. Evening integration. In the evening, sometime between 7 p.m. and 9 p.m., your brain naturally begins to process and organize the events of your day. This is your opportunity to lock in the new patterns you've been practicing. Sit quietly for about 15 minutes. Again, place your hand over your heart. Reflect on your day. Notice the wins, no matter how small. Celebrate them. Speak words of gratitude and hope to yourself. Today, I created new neural pathways. I moved one step closer to my new reality. Tomorrow will bring even more transformation. Let your body feel the truth of what you're saying. The emotional charge you generate in these final moments of the day helps solidify these new mental patterns deep within your subconscious. This is the science behind the timing. Your brain runs on natural cycles of openness and resistance. By aligning your self-talk with these optimal windows, morning, mid-afternoon, and evening, you maximize the effectiveness of the work you're doing. Ongoing awareness, state management. During these 3 days, you must stay aware of your emotional state at all times. This is called state management. If you catch yourself falling back into a reactive or old emotional pattern, pause. Take 3 deep breaths. Remind yourself, I am in the process of transformation. Every moment is a new chance to reinforce my new reality. Carry a small notebook with you. Anytime you catch a negative thought, write it down. Then immediately write down its replacement. A powerful, life-affirming version of the same thought. Before bed, read your list. Let those empowering statements be the final thoughts in your mind before you sleep. Your subconscious will carry them through the night, continuing the work even while you rest. This process isn't about achieving perfection, it's about direction. Yes, you might slip into old thought patterns, that's expected. What matters is how quickly you catch yourself and redirect. Over time, you'll notice it gets easier and faster. The science behind the change. What you're doing in these 3 days isn't just psychological, it's biological. Your body is like a chemistry lab, and your thoughts are the master instructions. Through powerful self-talk, especially when you combine it with emotional focus and physical gestures, you begin achieving what's known as heart-brain coherence. This means your heart starts beating in a harmonious, consistent rhythm. And when this happens, it sends a signal to your brain that says, I am safe, I am well. In response, your brain decreases stress hormones like cortisol and adrenaline and starts releasing chemicals of well-being like dopamine, serotonin, oxytocin, and endorphins. These chemicals do more than make you feel good. They influence your genes. They actually change how your body expresses your DNA. So when you speak with intention, when you focus your emotions, when you practice consistently, you're not just hoping for change. You are engineering it from your neurons to your genes. Every cell in your body responds to the chemicals triggered by your thoughts. So when you affirm things like, "I am powerful" or "I am capable," you're not just saying words. You're initiating real biological change. Your cells start vibrating at a higher frequency, aligning with a new energetic state. This shift is why people who master their self-talk often experience physical changes. They feel more energized, confident, and even look different. They're not just thinking differently, they're becoming biologically different. Your self-talk teaches your cells what to expect. When you speak with purpose and positivity, your body begins to crave the feel-good chemicals, like dopamine and serotonin, instead of stress hormones like cortisol. This is how deep, lasting transformation happens. It's not mystical, it's measurable. When your cellular frequency increases, your body functions better. Communication between cells improves, healing accelerates, and overall biological performance enhances. You're essentially upgrading your inner operating system through your words. This is why consistency matters. Every time you shift from negative to empowering self-talk, you're not just changing your thoughts. You're literally teaching your cells a new way to function. Reduced stress hormones improve immune function, deepen sleep, and help your body heal and regenerate. Your body doesn't distinguish between real and imagined stress. If you say, "This is too much," or "I can't handle this," your body reacts as if you're under threat. But when you shift to "I am strong," or "I overcome challenges easily," your physiology adapts to a state of resilience and stability. When you first start this new pattern of self-talk, expect resistance. You may feel awkward or fake. That discomfort is your body's chemical dependency on old emotional states pushing back. For years, it's been fueled by stress, worry, and self-doubt. Now, you're feeding it a new chemical cocktail, and your biology isn't used to it yet. This resistance is not failure. It's proof that change is happening. Think of it like muscle soreness after a workout. Your brain is forming new neural pathways, and the old ones, deeply wired from years of repetition, will try to pull you back. You'll hear voices of doubt like, "This isn't working," but these are just echoes of outdated programming. Each time you choose your new self-talk instead of the old patterns, you're building a new brain. The discomfort will pass, and in its place, you'll notice subtle but powerful changes. Better sleep, more energy, improved posture, deeper breathing. These are early signs that your new identity is taking root, not just in your mind, but in your biology. Around day 2, you might feel like giving up. This is the moment when your old identity resists most, but it's also when your breakthrough is closest. Push through it. Transformation lives on the other side of that wall. When you start catching negative self-talk automatically and replacing it with positive affirmations without effort, that's when you know your new neural pathways are becoming dominant. You're not just thinking better, you're becoming different. And the key is to stay committed, especially when it's hard. That's when the most profound rewiring happens. True transformation isn't about feeling good all the time. It's about staying loyal to your new internal narrative, even when it's uncomfortable. That's how new neural architecture is formed, and that's what leads to permanent change. This work doesn't just change you, it changes your entire energetic field. You begin to influence the space around you. As your self-talk shifts, so does your presence. People will respond to you differently, not because you said something different, but because your energy changed. Your relationships improve. Your confidence becomes magnetic. Your coherent energy field starts affecting the quantum environment around you. Professionally, new opportunities begin to emerge, not because the world changed, but because you changed. Your new mindset tunes you into possibilities you were once blind to. You speak with more clarity and make decisions with greater confidence. Even your health begins to respond. With a calmer nervous system and lower stress levels, chronic issues may begin to improve. It's not coincidence, it's your new biology at work. Every time you repeat empowered self-talk, you're programming your cells to function in alignment with health, peace, and potential. This is how the quantum field responds. Every thought you think, every word you speak, sends out a frequency. You become a transmitter, attracting experiences that match your new internal state. You'll start noticing synchronicities, so-called coincidences, that support your transformation. The right people, opportunities, and answers begin to appear, not by luck, but because your frequency matches them now. You are literally tuning your body and your mind to a new channel of possibility. Your DNA begins to express differently. Your energy changes. You become someone who naturally attracts new experiences. This isn't just self-help, it's quantum-level transformation. And your change doesn't just affect you, it affects everyone around you. Your transformation becomes a catalyst. Your presence inspires others, sometimes without a word. You model a new way of being that others begin to mirror. This is how real change spreads, not through preaching, but through personal embodiment. Tomorrow morning, when you wake up, you face a powerful choice: fall into old habits or start a new, life-changing conversation with yourself. One that rewires your brain, reshapes your biology, and transforms your reality. Here's what to do. Before getting out of bed, place your hand on your heart, take 3 deep breaths, and speak with full conviction. Today, I step into my new reality. Today, my thoughts shape my future. Today, I become the person I'm meant to be. Feel these words deeply. Let them dissolve your old stories, fears, and limitations. Let them clear space for growth. The universe, the quantum field, your very cells are ready, but they await your signal. You must take the first step. For the next 3 days, intentional self-talk will create ripple effects across every part of your life. This isn't just thought work, it's destiny work. Start now. Let this be the moment you look back on and say, "That's when everything changed."